YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team has Weakness Policy Zekrom, Life Orb Eruption Groudon, and a lot of support Pokemon that reached the 1800s in the February IC. I've been trying out this team for a bit, and it's definitely been confusing. It's definitely reliant heavily on the restricted as the only damage output with this team, and then you have to figure out which support mons are you really bringing to help out those restricted to do the damage and accomplish the mission of KOing all your opponent's Pokemon. And it is a challenge. Let's see if I can accomplish it here in today's video. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And of course, if you want to check out the details of the team and the creator of the team, I'll link them down in the description down below. But otherwise, let's get started and play some games. Hey, are y'all subscribed to the channel? About 50% of you who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. If you would like to see more cool teams this month, make sure you do so. Thank you. Okay, we have a Zacian Kyogre team with Tornadus, the Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, and Incineroar. Alright, Zekrom's generally really good against this composition, so yeah, I will probably be using Zekrom here. I do wish I had, like, do I have a way to slow down the Zacian in case it's play rough? I mean, I have a Moongus, I guess, with Spore, but I mean, I don't think it's even worth bringing here. Against Tornadus, there could be Taunt, although maybe it's worth it. I think maybe it's just Zekrom and Moongus isn't a bad lead here. I don't think it is too bad. It's just weird with the Zacian specifically. I have speed control that matches their speed control, which isn't amazing here. I do have helping hand support. I do have scary face, which doesn't help me because, yeah, I mean, I just don't have anything specific to help out against the Zacian, I feel like. So let's just bring the Zekrom, the Amoonguss. I think we have Groudon for support. And then I want to say Comfey because I feel like having healing is just better than speed control here, because I feel like it's better for just Zekrom to dish out a ton of damage while being like healed up than just trying to outspeed Pokemon, because my Zekrom's pretty slow. I could go for like Trick Room with Comfey. However, I just have no idea if I can actually get Trick Room up successfully against this team with Kyogre. But we are going to see Grimmsnarl and Incineroar lead. Okay. So this is an interesting lead here. I do lead my Comfey and Amoonguss right here. Okay, this isn't too bad. I don't know if that's Taunt on one of these Pokemon. I could see Taunt on like the Incineroar, for instance, on this team. However, I kind of just want to go for the Protect with the Zekrom here, and I just want to go for a... Yeah, I just think I want to protect the Zekrom and go into Comfey. Because having Amoonguss like alive is still really nice here. I can go for the Draining Kiss afterward before Grimmsnarl can really do anything. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty passive lead, and I guess they do have to play passively against Zekrom. Zekrom is a big threat to their team, so this ends up working out perfectly as we do get to bring out the Comfey here and protect Zekrom. Let's find out what they're going to decide to go for here. Taunt is the only thing that could a little bit be tricky, but we see a Thunder Wave into the Comfey. Okay. Which doesn't really matter here, and Flare Blitz into the Amoonguss slot. Okay, so they were just trying to prevent the Amoonguss from moving here. So the Comfey does take quite a bit of damage, but pretty satisfied with the result. I think we can go for a Max Quake here into the Incineroar slot, and we can go for a Draining Kiss into the Zekrom slot as well. I could also just go for Helping Hand Max Quake, although I do kind of really want this. I do want to Max Quake off into Instant because I don't think they brought Tornadus right. I think it has to be Zacian, Kyogre in the back, and I really do think that this is the perfect opportunity to set up the Zekrom here for the damage output. And let's see what the... I mean, it just seems like Zekrom's going to sweep this team if I do get this Draining Kiss off. If I don't and they get a Parting Shot off, that's a little bit tough. We'll see though. I am taking the risk here, but nice. We are able to get a Draining Kiss off, which means we get health with the Zekrom, which is pretty nice. The Comfey is able to maybe live another attack, which would be nice because we always threaten that Trick Room threat. We are able to get the Weakness Policy boost, and we saw the Grimmsnarl attack here. It's going to go for the Trick. Okay, what item are you? Are you the Lagging Tail? Iron Ball. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. So they Parting Shot out. I'm at minus... No, not minus. +1 special attack. And then they have to pick a Pokemon here. And if they go Zacian, they get screwed. I think they have to go Kyogre here, which is completely okay for me, because Kyogre is taking a huge amount of damage from his Max Quake, and we get the Spadef boost. Yeah, exactly. It has to be the Kyogre. I guess next turn we can maybe get Trick Room up. I think we could try to go for the Trick Room because we'll have a +1 Spadef on the Comfey, which is pretty nice. So yeah, here comes a Max Quake here into the Kyogre. Still +1 Max Quake. Should still do a decent amount of damage as it does. Yeah, good amount of damage in the Kyogre. So I'll definitely take that turn here. I could also go into Groudon here, but I just don't see a reason why I would go Groudon here. I think I'm just going to go for a Max Lightning into the Grimmsnarl. Get that Electric Terrain up, and I think attempt a Trick Room here. Yeah, and even if we don't get a Trick Room up, we just get a free switch to Amoonguss with the terrain setup. And we're going to see a Max here. So this is probably Kyogre. I don't know if this is going to be Hailstorm or not, which is okay. I don't know if I'll go down to Hailstorm at -1 Spadef if it is going to be the Fake Tears Grimmsnarl. I guess this isn't Screams Grimmsnarl, so it's going to be like Fake Tears support, I imagine. Which we'll find out, I suppose. They just go for Hailstorm and Spirit Break, I suppose. Are they doubling up the Zekrom? I don't think this KOs. Yeah, like, I don't think I would have gone down to Fake Tears plus the Max, or the Max Hailstorm plus the Fake Tears, so I didn't think I would go down to that with Dynamax. Spirit Break does come out, no surprise. Okay, nice. If Comfey can break through, this is huge. If not, we're actually in a really weird position. Max Lightning going to come out in the Grimmsnarl, as let's see if this picks up a knockout. It doesn't. Okay. That actually was pretty weak for a +1 Max Lightning. That was still a little bit weak. However, Comfey is able to get the Trick Room up successfully, and that's huge. Okay, that's a really, really solid turn right there. Okay, so I wonder if I can go for Draining Kiss and a Max Quake the Grim. I could also go for Max Lightning here. However, actually there is one play. No, I have to Draining Kiss the Grimmsnarl. I think I have to get it too, because there's actually one play that they can accomplish here, which could screw me up. Well, it depends on how fast their Kyogre is, I suppose. Because I can Max Lightning the Kyogre and Draining Kiss, or I could Floral Healing, actually. Floral Healing, but then again, it's kind of the same situation, right? It comes down to, do I get paralyzed or not? So the reason I want to Draining Kiss the Grimmsnarl is, what if they reverse trick the Zekrom, get rid of my Iron Ball? If the Kyogre is slow, but the thing is, my Zekrom's also pretty slow, so I don't think that works. Like, the Kyogre has to be insanely slow, which would be really weird on this kind of team, I think. We're gonna see the Incineroar come out, which is okay here. And does Kyogre Max Guard here? Because if it doesn't, I just obliterate it, and then my game plan is completely okay here. Let's see. Yeah, they do Max Guard. That's all right. So I am able to get a Draining Kiss off into the Incineroar slot. I guess we go hard into Amoonguss afterward, as I Max Lightning into the Kyogre's Protect, the Hailstorm damage. I think I'm going to live Hailstorm to Protect with the +1 Spadef though. They're going to have Fake Out Pressure and Ice Beam, so they're playing this end game, it looks like, really well. However, I don't think they have enough firepower. Like, I just don't think they do. I think this always has to be Fake Out in Zekrom here, and the Hailstorm double up. So I'm just going to go hard into Amoonguss right here, because I don't... Like, what I'm thinking next turn is what's going to happen is I want to Pollen Puff my Zekrom. Because I don't want... yeah, I think I have to Pollen Puff my Zekrom. Because I really, really dislike the potential of, like, getting paralyzed with the Comfey if I stay in this turn. So that's why I want to get the Amoonguss hard in. Fake Out does come out into the Zekrom slot, and this should be Hailstorm also into the Zekrom slot. Could be a Max Geyser into the Comfey slot, but it is Hailstorm. It is going to target on my Zekrom. I am +1 Spadef, and yeah, we are able to take that, which is really nice. Okay. So that's huge. I should be able to go for an Earth Power into the Incineroar and a Pollen Puff. Wait, did we reveal the... I think we revealed it was Safety Goggles and Incineroar, right? It didn't take hail damage. Okay. Or actually, Rising Voltage should just KO, right? Because we're in Electric Terrain, we're boosted. Yeah, I think we just always Rising Voltage here. We would never click Earth Power. And we're going to Pollen Puff, I suppose, our Zekrom, and get back 50% of our HP, which is really nice. So Kyogre's going to Protect. Excellent. That's perfect. And I'm pretty sure that this Rising Voltage at +1 should be able to knock out the Kyogre. We couldn't spawn Electric Terrain, so there's no point. Rage Powder was the only move I considered otherwise, but I think just having the Pollen Puff allowed me to live attacks. And yeah, we are faster than the Incineroar. Here comes a huge Rising Voltage into that Incineroar slot in Electric Terrain. Goodbye, Incineroar. Obliterated. Perfect. So that's huge. And we could also do it again. And once I give it a Kyogre, their answer to my Groudon's very, very limited, especially with Rage Powder and Amoonguss still around. So let's find out their Zacian. No, Grimmsnarl coming out. Okay. So yeah, this is okay for me. Well, we saw what? Trick? What did we see? Trick, Spirit Break, plus... Did we see anything else? I don't think we did see anything else specifically. I think it's just fine. Let's see. It's the last turn of Trick Room, which is okay. I think we just click Rising Voltage into the Kyogre slot. No. I think into the Grimm slot's okay here and just Pollen Puff. I could also just... do I... Because I have the +1 Spadef. I could get Ice Beam, Froze, or Crits, but it's more... Spirit Break's going to do a lot of damage, so... You know what? I'm just going to Rising Voltage in Pollen Puff. I don't know if this Grimmsnarl has Fake Out. It does have Fake Out. Okay. So it targets my Zekrom, but I get back to full HP anyway, so I'm going to live an Ice Beam regardless. I don't think that's too bad here. Okay. And what are you going to do with Kyogre? Yeah, Ice Beam into the Zekrom as well. I'm going to survive this. Yep, perfect. Hail stops, which is nice because I don't take residual damage. The Trick Room's over. Electric Trains also disappears. But Rising Voltage should get KOs here regardless. So I should be able to just go for a Rising Voltage into a Rage Powder here into the Kyogre slot and be safe. I don't think Grimmsnarl can accomplish anything other than Fake Tears KO or Taunt. If they had Taunt, I think they would have went for it earlier. I don't think they would have went for the Thunder Wave. Oh yeah, we did confirm Thunder Wave as well, which I do remember. I guess I could also go for Protect Spore. That's not a bad play here. I guess Protect Spore is not that bad either. Yeah, I could Protect Spore to Grimmsnarl, which I think I'm going to do because if they aggressively target the Zekrom slot, they just lose out so much here. But we'll find out. This could be a double up in the Amoonguss. We're going to see Thunder Wave, okay. That's all right. I don't know what the Kyogre is going for here. Ice Beam into the Zekrom. Okay, can we get the Spore off, or are we gonna have to fight through some luck? We're gonna have to fight through some luck, aren't we? Yeah, I guess I should have Rage Powdered because one of the downsides to the play that I made is now my Amoonguss can get parried twice. And yeah, that's not great. We're gonna Rage Powder and go for the Rising Voltage though. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. This game sometimes. Zekrom survives, but a Spirit Break is going to come out. Yeah, that was the one thing. I got double parried. Unlucky. Okay. Should be doable, though. I think with... Oh, this could still get really ugly. I'm going to go out in a Groudon here. I'm going to go for the Spore into the Kyogre slot, and I'm just going to protect my Groudon. So, what did we see? Thunder Wave. We saw Spirit Break. We saw Trick. We don't know the last move. I'm just going to protect Spore. That's really frustrating though. That is frustrating, but I guess that was the one problem with the current play that I did make. I did kind of risk that. I wanted to go for Protect Spore because I wasn't sure if Kyogre was going to protect and Grimmsnarl was just going to get a T-Wave off, but I guess maybe one play that could have covered it was Rising Voltage into Grimm. The only reason I didn't want to Rising Voltage to Grimm is because I didn't want Kyogre next to Zacian. I think that would have eluded a bit too much offensive pressure for the Groudon setup, so that's why I really want to get rid of Kyogre. Once I get rid of Kyogre, I could have basically gotten the Groudon into a very good position. So we're gonna see the Kyogre actually retreat now into the Zacian. Okay, Amoonguss, you're gonna have to hit this. Like, you really kind of have to hit this. Like, really badly. Like, don't get parried 3 times in a row, because then it gets super awkward afterward. They Trick, okay. What did they have? They stole my... What? They didn't steal anything from my Zekrom, right? No, they just don't know what my item is. All right. So I guess we're going to go for an Eruption here. It's in the sun. And... Oh, we also had Yachi Bear in the Amoonguss, so I was like pretty safe for the most part too anyway. I guess we're just going to Rage Powder here. No, we would want the Yachi. I don't need a Life Orb, I think, to win. But I guess it doesn't really matter too much. You know what? No, let's just Rage Powder here in Eruption. If they go hard Kyogre, they're still taking an Eruption with Zacian. I don't think they're risking Groudon because they don't know my set. I get paralyzed with Amoonguss, whatever. Okay, so basically my Life Orb stolen for the Groudon. It's not too bad. I guess if Zacian wakes up, or if it survives this Eruption first, but it might. Who knows? We'll find out. Here comes Eruption. It's in the sun, and I think this is max special attack Groudon. As, yeah, we're not able to knock out the Zacian. Now things can go really badly. This could go really badly. All right, come out, Kyogre. It's been a little bit unlucky here in this match. However, yeah, I guess what I should have done was just went for the Rage Powder with Amoonguss earlier. I guess maybe getting greedy here was a little bit bad. I am not max speed, so you know what? We have to go into Comfey here. Gotta go Comfey here. I could risk the Groudon, but I think risking the Groudon is really dumb. I guess the question is, do I want to risk the Amoonguss here? Because if the Zacian wakes up, it's really annoying. But I think I might have to risk it here. Because I think if Zacian wakes up the next turn anyway, I take too much from like Origin Pulse stuff. Yeah, I think I have to go for the Spore here in the Kyogre. Don't have much of a choice. Okay, are we gonna get super unlucky here? And are we just gonna like get screwed over? Oh, they protect Kyogre. Okay. Zacian stays asleep. That's fine. Okay. I'm not sure what to make out of this turn. They protected the Kyogre, which I thought they would take their offensive KO here. I guess they didn't know my Groudon's speed tier. Now this is awkward. This is really awkward. I think I have to trick him and protect here this time around. Yeah, I think I have to make this play. Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad because they're just going to Origin Pulse my Comfey and Behemoth Blade my Amoonguss or my Comfey. They target my... Oh, they target the Comfey? I thought they would target the Amoonguss because I thought they couldn't enforce Spore in the Kyogre. Okay, Comfey goes down. I'm not too surprised here. There wasn't really much I could do anyway here. I was like pretty confident that Comfey would have gone down. I guess I could have Spored here, but I was not expecting that one there. Okay. And then we go hard into our Groudon. The only problem is we have no idea what the speeds are of these interactions, so I might have to... Oh, these these speed interactions are so weird. At least we have to Sun Up, so if they want to Origin Pulse, it's not really the best interest in there. I think I just go for an Eruption here and a Rage Powder. Oh, but if they... No, if they max speed Origin Pulse... I think I have to T-Bolt here, the Kyogre. T-Bolt does more damage. I think that Kyogre always attacks... Is it a Kyogre that always attacks, or is it a Zacian? Because it's a mind game here, protecting who's faster. We don't know the speed tiers at all. I think I do want a Rage Powder here and T-Bolt the Kyogre. Let's find out. Okay, no protects all around the board. Rage Powder comes out from the Amoonguss. Let's see. Behemoth Blade is going to come out. Does this knock out Amoonguss? Because if it survives, that's huge. I think it comes down to Groudon more than anything. Can Groudon outspeed? So Behemoth Blade comes out. It does knock out the Amoonguss. If it's Origin Pulse coming out here, I need to dodge it. Okay, we're faster. We get a T-Bolt off. Are we able to KO the Kyogre? Okay. I don't know if Groudon lives Behemoth Blade though, because the Zacian isn't like intimidated or anything. However, Groudon does have really good natural defenses, so... Oh boy. Let's see. Behemoth Blade gonna come out into the Groudon. Let's see. This all comes down to Groudon. Do you survive the Behemoth Blade? Oh man, that wasn't even close actually. That did less than I thought. Okay, Earth Power able to KO Zacian. And we are able to seal it up. Oh, this game was tricky. This was tricky. Amoonguss getting paralyzed a bunch of times was obviously really bad. However, maybe I could have positioned Zekrom a little bit better. Because, yeah, there were like obviously a few things. I let my Pokemon get paralyzed really for not much accomplished. I was just really worried about that Zacian Kyogre because it depends on their speed tier. And yeah, we get to find out their speed tier, which is huge here. Because if the Kyogre, like the thing about knockout the Grimmsnarl on the turn, I protected Groudon and let my Amoonguss get the parry here was just really awkward because A, I didn't know if the Kyogre was going to protect. And B, like if I KO'd a Grimmsnarl, they get a free switch to Zacian next to Kyogre. I was just really worried about like that damage output that they can unleash. So yeah, regardless, I think it would have been strange. But yeah, Fake Out, Thunder Wave, Trick, Spirit Break on the Grimmsnarl was very annoying to deal with. The Zacian was bulky, I think. Yeah, it was bulky. The Kyogre Mystic Water. However, it looks like it only outspeeds Aleki. I was actually max speed Modest Groudon, which actually really came into play there. This Rillaboom sets, the Incineroar, which was Goggles. We did notice that throughout the match, but yeah, somehow still able to pull that through. Zekrom was really good in the early parts of the game. Probably could have maybe gotten another KO potentially. Really did threaten their entire team. However, unfortunately, wasn't able to be protected because of the Amoonguss. All right, we have Blastoise, Calyx, Shadow Rider, Rillaboom, Thundurus, Incarniform, Landisfarian, and Zacian. I actually have no idea. I might have played this earlier. I have no clue if it's the same person, however. So, okay, I don't know if it's Defiant Thundurus or not on this team. We'll find out together, I suppose. But I don't know what exactly I want to bring here. Maybe like Grimmsnarl lead. Maybe Grimmsnarl plus Zekrom's probably like my best lead here. I think Grimmsnarl plus the Zekrom is my best lead here. And then I'm thinking, what do I want in the back? Maybe Whimsicott. I think it's Whimsicott. The Amoonguss seems nice too for the redirection as well as the Rage Powder support, which could be really useful as well here. But I do like Whimsicott for the speed control, I think, and I like Groudon because I feel like I could do really well with Groudon under Tailwind. However, I do have to watch out for the Rillaboom. So we'll figure out how this goes. I'm pretty sure like I brought Amoonguss to this matchup before, and then I never realized how much the Psyshock does from Calyrex to an Amoonguss. It does a ton of damage. So don't want to bring that again. Let's see if it's going to be just. We're going to see the Calyx Landorus lead. Okay. Which I'm not really too surprised about. I kind of, what do I want to go for here? Because I got a few options. I can trick the Landorus and go for Max Dragon into the Calyrex slot. That actually seems really solid here. There are a lot of options that I do have. I guess that's probably like my best option here. I don't think that's a bad one either. Because the Grimmsnarl doesn't get damaged from the Calyrex. It's mainly the Landorus, right? The Landorus is probably going to max here too. So you know what? Let's go for that trick here. Or I don't have to trick here, right? I could just Scary Phase here, I suppose. But it's nice because I get to find out what kind of Landorus it is. But if it's a Assault Vest, it's really awkward if I get to trick. You know what? Let's actually just trick, I think. Because like I'm trying to figure out what else would I use trick on, and maybe the Calyrex, but that's really it. Let's just go for a Max Dragon to Calyrex, and let's go for a trick in the Landorus. The reason I want to go for this play is because I will be able to lower the damage output from that Landorus. And with the Max Dragon into Calyrex, and then I break the sash on the Calyrex so I can Sucker Punch threaten it the next turn. So let's see if this works. Landorus is going to come out here, as we'll see here. What exactly happened? I think the last time I played this matchup, I don't know if it's the same player, so I don't know. I'm trying to remember if I revealed anything specific. I just can't remember. However, Landorus is Dynamax. We do see that it's faster than my Zekrom, but that's no surprise here. I guess the fact that if I do trade an Assault Vest, I mean, I was planning to go for Sucker Punch turn 2 anyway. So this might not be that bad. However, we'll find out, I suppose. This could also be Airstream here, however. So we do trick the Landorus. So now it has an Iron Ball. And we obtain a Life Orb. Okay, so we reduce the damage output significantly, which is really nice here. Okay. So we do see that Astral Barrage here. We do see the Max Dragon come out into the slot. Does a ton of damage, is in Sucker Punch range 100%. And then afterward, let's see, the Landorus, are you going for Airstream into my Grimmsnarl, or are you going to go for a Max Quake? You're going to go for a Max Quake. Perfect. Okay, hopefully this is into my Zekrom and I get a huge amount of damage output. Nice. Okay, that's really, really good. I threatened the Sucker Punch. I threatened the Max Dragon onto the Landorus the next turn. Yeah, this seems really good. I really like that because this Landorus cannot put on that much pressure, and here comes the +2 Zekrom right here, which I will gladly take. So we go for the Sucker Punch into the Calyrex here. We're going to go for another Max Dragon into the Landorus and reduce that damage output. And yeah, I could even, I could have actually tricked my, if I do expect the Calyrex to protect here, I could have went for like a trick. Oh, they went for Wisp here, I suppose. Yeah, they went for Wisp. Okay. I am Special Zekrom, so this really doesn't matter too much. The only thing that matters, I guess, is the Max Quake. However, yeah, here comes the Max Dragon into the Landorus. Goodbye. Good damage into that Landorus slot. Nice. And what are they going to go for here? It is -2 max move here. Max Quake again. Max Quake again. Okay. The Max Quake into the Zekrom slot. Does a good amount of damage, but isn't able to pick up a knockout. Can I win with Special Growl? Can I win, though, with Special? I guess we'll find out. I guess what do I want to go for here? I kind of want to Sucker Punch the Calyrex. I guess we Sucker Punch the Calyrex, and what else do I want to go for here? Because I don't know if the Landorus is going to max guard or not this upcoming turn. I could see Calyx switching out here. I really want to go for a Max Lightning, I think. You know what? Sucker Punch Max Lightning to Calyx. This is really dumb if the Calyx attacks. Okay, so it went for Wispin and Grimmsnarl. Okay, they did. But they miss. I get Max Lightning off. Okay, so I could have knocked out, unfortunately, the Landorus, but I don't think this is too bad of a situation. I'm able to get the huge Max Lightning off into the Calyx. I guess if they brought Rillaboom, this is really awkward, I think, of an end game. If this is Rillaboom, the only thing is I don't have much for Rillaboom other than the Zekrom. Oh, we do see an Airstream here in the Grimmsnarl. Okay. So that's an interesting one right here. Okay. I'd imagine they have to have something faster than me. The Landorus is not faster. Wait, is the Landorus faster? It's Iron Ball, but it's +1 speed. It might be faster than my Zekrom still. Rillaboom does come out. Okay. So... Okay, not too bad still. The Landorus, I guess, is an awkward position because it's not like it's clicking anything specific here. Ooh. Okay. I need to figure something out here. I really need to figure something out. I don't think they Grassy Glide this slot because it just doesn't make sense to. I can't change terrain though. That's a problem. I have no way to change terrain. I guess Comfey would have been the Bring Mon here, but I didn't think Comfey was good here. I felt like it was really hard to set up a Comfey, but I guess maybe I needed the healing. I think it's hard Groudon. Oh, this is so risky, but I think they have to Grassy Glide my... I mean, they always have to Grassy Glide my Zekrom. I don't think they can afford to Grassy Glide my Grimmsnarl. We're gonna see the swap here, actually. Is this Zacian? It is Zacian. Okay, makes sense. Ooh, that's a really good play on their part. They realize the Landorus isn't accomplishing much here. Also, they might think I threaten maybe with Sucker Punch. Oh, this seems so tricky endgame wise. This seems so tricky endgame wise. Did I reveal my Groudon set? I don't think I did against them. We do protect our Zekrom. We don't have Fake Out on the Grim, right? I don't think we do. Grassy Glide into the Zekrom slot. Yep. Okay. Still really bad though. They threaten KOs and I can't really accomplish much here. The Grimmsnarl, yeah, it doesn't have Fake Out. What am I supposed to do here? I'm trying to think, but it just seems really bad at this point. Grassy Glide probably doesn't KO my Groudon, but oh jeez, this is terrible. This is a terrible spot. I guess we have to go Whims here. And I don't think we go for the double here. I think we just go for a Draco attempt into the Rillaboom. I'm trying to think of like what the win con is here, but the thing is, oh, they switch out. Wait, what? Into Landorus. Do they really think I'm special? Oh, maybe they think I'm Rising Voltaging or Earth Powering that slot. Oh, they target down my Groudon. That's huge. I guess they don't know. Oh, I don't think I revealed my Groudon in the last game I played against them then. Okay, please Grassy Glide my Groudon or Wood Hammer my Groudon. Nice. Okay, wait, hold on. Get the KO. Get the KO on the Rillaboom. Draco Meteor should KO. Oh, that's so huge. That should be a Rillaboom gone. And then I clean up, I think, with Eruption. Oh, that's amazing right there. That's so big. Okay, I think I did play this player earlier when I was first testing this team out. Okay. I think what happened is I think they led like Blastoise originally. Yeah, I think they led Blastoise originally. And then I think like Rillaboom cleaned up. So I never revealed my Groudon, I think, because I think I forfeited before then. Oh, that's so big. Okay, so Zacian comes in. Pretty sure I don't need any damage on their Landorus at this point. They could sub up with the Zacian, which is like the only concern. We always go for the Tailwind here. We're going to go for the Earth Power into the Zacian. I guess if they do sub up here, it's a little bit strange still. We'll find out. I don't know what Landorus does though. Rock Slide? It's Rock Slide. I mean, the Zacian can maybe win. It's definitely doable. Although I do have Life Orb Sucker Punch my Grimmsnarl now that they gave me, which is really huge. Okay. Also, I think if I just stayed in Eruption with Groudon, they would have just lost because my Groudon is like modest max speed, and unless the Rillaboom's jolly, I don't think it was living that Eruption. So that was also a thing. They protect the Landorus. I get an Earth Power off into the Zacian. Really nice damage. Do they sub here? Well, even if they subbed, it doesn't matter, right? They don't get a KO since the land is protected. I guess they expected me to target the lander. So Behemoth Blade going to come out in a Whimsicott. And now we have to Groudon in, and Groudon just wins at this point. Yeah, we can just go for Groudon, Eruption, clean up the game. Oh, that is crazy. I was like, how do I win in this situation? Grassy Glide's putting on so much pressure in this end game right here, especially because that's the one downside of running the special Groudon with only T-Bolt. I guess T-Bolt did save me, but oh man, in the previous match. However, now we can go for Eruption, and we can go for a, doesn't matter. I mean, Eruption definitely outcosts the Landorus. I mean, I just outspeed and KO, right? Please let me get the Eruption off. They do protect the Zacian. Okay, yeah, the game's over. Eruption Life Orb will KO the Landorus. Why is this Eruption Groudon? I have no clue exactly why, but it's gonna work here against the Landorus, able to KO the Landorus, and now we threaten Eruption, we threaten Earth Powers, and we still have a Grimmsnarl in the back that can still scary face the Zacian, and I don't think we took any speed drops. We have Tailwind up still for a couple more turns. Beautiful. Beautiful end game. It just ended up working out perfectly. Oh, it feels good. I was just like, man, this Rillaboom's just gonna really screw up my plans. But I guess they were really worried about like me having like Precipice Blades. Maybe they were worried about like Fire Punch as well. But luckily, Special Groudon came into play here. I was able to also get that KO on a Rillaboom, which was absolutely huge because getting rid of the Rillaboom was the way I did win, and the battle's gonna be forfeited. And we're able to secure the win. Oh, geez. It's nice too because I'm pretty sure this is the same player that I lost to when I was first trying out the team, and I was trying to figure out like how you play it. And I was finally, I think, able to pick up some details. Luckily, I never revealed the Groudon set when I played them the first time, so that was a huge thing. I guess Comfey would have been the one that won me, though. I think Comfey would have saved me, because if I just had Comfey, full healing in a Zekrom was, like, really solid, I think, in that position. So maybe I needed a Comfey instead of Whimsicott. I guess maybe I should, like, focused more on utilizing my Zekrom. But, of course, that I was just worried about putting too much into one basket right there. As if I relied on Zekrom and it got crit, the Comfey was basically useless, I think, at that point, and then it would just snowballed out of control, I think. However, maybe it was just worth it in the end. And that is the show. This team, really difficult to use. It really relies on the restrictors in order to pick up the wins here because it's the only main ways of damaging it. However, you do have a bit of balance, even though Eruption Groudon, Eruption's the main move. Otherwise, it's really hard, I think, to start setting up. You do have ways to heal it with the floor healing with the Comfey and the Pollen Puff from the Amoonguss. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And of course, if you want to check out the details of the team and the creator, I'll link them down below. Grab the rental team while it's here too. It was a really fun team to experiment with. It was very hard, I think, to use. Figuring out which supportive Pokemon, I think you really have to know like what the roles are specifically on this team and what you need exactly in each matchup in order to do well with it. But I think I gave it a decent shot. Check out the rest of my Series 12 content because I use a lot of cool Pokemon. I use a lot of amazing teams and they're really fun, unique Pokemon that I like to showcase. So if you are interested in that, why not check those videos out as well? But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.